Can you take your NCLEX at home? No, I don't really know why someone would want to, but you might be able to soon. So let's talk about NCLEX. Let's talk about what it is now and what it could possibly look like in the future. NCLEX is the big test that every nursing student literally dreads and has to take to become a licensed nurse. It's run by the NCSBN, so that is the National Council of State Boards of Nursing. This group is in place to make sure that only safe and competent nurses are allowed to practice. So currently, right now, NCLEX is in-person only. You go to a Pearson VUE testing center, you lock up all of your belongings, you sit at a computer, and you're monitored by cameras and staff members. Since the Next Gen NCLEX came out in 2023, the exam is between 85 and 150 questions. And you've got up to 5 hours to take it. It uses computerized adaptive testing, which means the test adjusts as you go. So that's what's happening right now. But the NCSBN is exploring an at-home version of the NCLEX in 2026. The content of the exam wouldn't change, still be adaptive, it would still be the same number of questions, but instead of driving to a test center, you'd log in on your computer at home. In some ways, it sort of sounds great, but let's look at both sides. Some of the pros. This would obviously be a lot more accessible to people who live in very rural areas. You wouldn't necessarily have to drive for potentially hours to get to a Pearson VUE testing center. Flexibility and comfort, maybe. I wouldn't be super comfortable testing at home, especially on the NCLEX, which is like the literal worst test you could ever take in your whole life. But there again, you're in your own space, not this like strange building that you've never been in before. Some of the cons, very obviously security. You can guarantee that they're going to have very strict monitoring to prevent any kind of cheating. You're looking at webcams, microphones, 360-degree room scanning, all the things. And then there's the technology risks. What if you lose power? What if your internet crashes? That's a very big test and that's a very big problem. Those who are concerned with privacy, obviously there's gonna be some remote proctoring happening, things that can record your face and your audio and eye movements for hours. And just generally testing in a test center is a controlled environment, whereas your home is not. This is not happening right now, but I am kind of curious to see how everybody else is thinking about this.